All right, this is going to go into Daniel chapter 7, verse 24, about talking about America, how America came to be. Uh, Without further ado, this is Daniel chapter 7 and verse. Matter of fact, I'll start with verse 23. 7 and 23. Uh, and verse 20 is the same too. Is pretty, matter of fact, and I'll read this and I'll hop up to 20 because 20 is the same. This is Daniel 7:23. Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse earth and tread it down and break it in pieces. And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings, and he shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue 3 kings. All right. So three. All right. And now I'm going to go backwards before I go forwards and get back twofold. Just bear with me. This is Daniel chapter 7 and verse 1. In the first year of Belshazzar, had of his head upon his bed, and he wrote the dream and told the sum of the matters. Daniel spake and said, I saw winds of the heavens strove upon the great sea. So, uh, Mosai, Hosea 12, dreams real quick. I'll grab that real quick. Uh, Chapter 12, verse 10, it says, I have also spoken by the prophets, and I have multiplied visions and used similitudes. He's here having a night vision, and there's similitudes that are being used. So you gotta basically understand similitudes, sup with you for you to get understanding. If not, it's not for you to understand. So Daniel, he has a dream, he has a vision when he's in captivity. Great beasts came up from the sea, diverse one from another. The first was like a lion and had eagle's wings, and it was lifted up from the earth and made stand upon the feet as a man, and a man's heart was given to it. Behold, a second like to a bear, and it raised up itself on one side, and it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it between thus unto it, arise, devour much flesh. After this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard, of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it. So there was a fourth beast, and he had 4 heads. So the 4 heads on that beast was I forget the Ptolemy, the Cassander, and if I remember correctly, because there's actually sometimes there's interchange 5 of them. Let me look up real quick. It is, let's see what they got. Cassandra, Lysimachus, Seleucus, and Ptolemy. Okay, let me read it again. After this, I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard, which had upon the winged leopard. The Greeks had 4 wings of a fowl. Those 4 wings were we just named. The beast had also dominion was given to it. After this, I saw in the night vision, and behold, a fourth beast. So we got a fourth beast. Now don't confuse that with the third beast. That wasn't. They weren't one of the four beasts. Basically, the Greeks were divided into four. And after this, dreadful and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all that were, and it had 10 horns. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom three of the first horns plucked up by the roots, and behold, in his horn were eyes like the eyes of men. Okay, all right. And so, skipping down, 17, Daniel 7 and 17, it says, these great beasts, which are four of the earth, all right, those four kings. Now, those four kings are talking about. Then you have the Persians and the Medes, Medo-Persian. That's the bear with the ribs. Then you have the Romans. That's your fourth beast, the Romans. That's your four beasts right there. The fourth beast, Rome, had a deadly wound, and is spoken about in Revelations chapter 13. And that deadly wound came back as America. So that fourth beast represents both Rome and it represents America. Chapter and verse uh Revelations 13 and verse to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. So he said, I saw a deadly wound, and it fell with it didn't fall in one day. Strong Septimius Severus had a lot to do with it, uh, bringing them down. And by the time they were pretty under subjection. So that's the deadly wound, the Roman Empire falling. That wound being healed, you can date it around 14. And he rise out of the bottomless pit, which is Europe, and then he basically was loosed for a little time. That is America coming back to war, so to speak. Well, but America comes out of England. So what happens is America. You have the Spanish that come over here, and you have the French that come over here, and that's where you get the going how it applies to America. And out of this I saw in the night vision, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. Iron teeth is weapon, and it had teeth, and it devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it. Break up in pieces. When something is in pieces, it divides. That's divide and conquer. And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. Rome had 10 vessel states. America, they're started off as 10, and they have branched off to its more members of that horn. So that fourth beast, to Daniel chapter 7 and verse 23, it says, thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms. Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall be whole earth. Got his military bases everywhere. Rome didn't do that. Which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole. You divide in North Korea, South Korea. You see him dividing Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, all those places, calling it French Vietnam. Verse 24, and the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall arise after them, and he shall be diverse, do 3 kings. Okay, so reading 24, then the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue 3 kings. This is talking about America when it subdued and took over in the Spanish. Those were the 3 kings. If you go into Revelations, I saw a beast with 7 heads and 10 horns. Heads, he said, a beast with 7 heads and 10 horns. The 7 heads are Germania Major, Germania Minor, Major, Germania Minor, the Greeks, the Germania Major, Germania Minor, Spanish, the French, and those are your 7 heads. And out of those 3, just name the French, but let me make sure I got this right. Rome, Greece, Germania Major, Germania Minor. Rome, Greece, Germania Major, Germania Minor. The French, the Spanish, and then England. So those last 3, French, Spanish, and England, are your 3 kings. So it killed its own head. Messed up. It killed its own heads, but what's funny is they're still part of the 10 horns. You know, it's just it's brothers. They were subdued. They still existed, but they were basically smaller. So if you look at America map, if you look, see that you have French colonies here. That's why Haiti was ruled by the French, and some Spanish also as well. Was ruled by the French. You had the English colonies, and I think England had a lot of Canada. And then you had Spain, or the Spanish, who had a lot of like Mexico, Texas, California area. So those were the 3 that occupied America. America had a war, got them out of here, kicked them out, and now you have America. And then by the Rothschild banking family, then they gained control of America. Okay, so that's how we're subdued by America. And so that's the 4th beast and the 3 kings that were subdued. Hope this has been edifying. On that note, I want to give all Shimmy double honors to the elders, GMS we will. Peace, salutations, and shalom.